Have you ever wanted to cheese your way towards a win, but the Subaru combo was just a little too complicated? What about the Star and Party combo in the first Bang Dreams set? Is that just like a little bit too legal for you and you want something that states that you can't use this in competitive play? Speaking of Star and Party, that is a video in itself. Well, my brothers, do I have a card for you. Before we get into that, let me just give you a little backstory on the set that we are going to talk about today, Osomatsu San. This was released in June 17th, 2016. There was a trial deck released, but that was a special trial deck. This was a 2-player starter set. They have 2 decks and they both contain the same cards. Think of it kind of like a half deck that instructors use to teach you how to play the game. The packaging looks pretty damn amazing. There is one card that I'm going to talk about a little later on that makes absolutely no sense unless you had this information. Back to the booster box. We are giving a total of 8 PR cards that were included in the booster box. We get the 6 brothers, this guy. Fun fact, this character trait is protruding teeth, and he is the only character in the whole game of Weiss Schwarz that has that trait. And the whole reason we are here, this event. I did talk about this event in the past, and I thought it kind of deserved a whole video. Today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite events in the entire game, Osomatsu Toshi. So what is this card? This is a 3/6 green event that states you cannot have more than 1 copy of this card in your deck. On play, reveal your hand. If you have all the sweet Osomatsu cards, you win the game. This card cannot be used in official tournaments. That's it. That's the whole event. You just win. Before you run this card, make sure it's cool with your friends if you do plan on running this, because it's pretty damn rude. So the question is, what are the Sweets Matsu cards? There are 6 cards and they are split between the level 0 and level 3, with them being split straight in the middle. And their colors are green and red. We're going to start off with the level 0s and work our way up. Osomatsu, the oldest one, is a global 500 and pay 2, rest itself, searching brainstorm for all your Matsu characters. This card can't grab anything else except for the Matsu characters. This card is specifically only for the brothers. Ichimatsu has 4k power and on play from hand, mill 2. If you hit a climax, rest this card. Not much to say here. You don't want to hit a climax, but you do mill, which can help cycle through your deck even quicker, and it helps you load up your waiting room because of Todomatsu's on play, pay 1, top deck clock, salvage a Matsu character. Again, like the oldest in Osomatsu, only the brothers are valid targets. Now we are off to the level 3s. Juishi Matsu is an early drop if your opponent has a level 3 or higher character. Second effect is, if you have 2 or more other Matsu characters, this gains 2k and all of your characters gain the name Juishi Matsu. And at the beginning of your encore step, if you have 6 or more cards in your clock, rest this card, send all cards from your clock to your deck, and you shuffle. Now this is an effect. Super situational, but this has been done on me once in Anime Expo in 2018, and I will never forget it. Chodomatsu gains 3k if your stock has 6 or more cards. On play, draw 2, ditch 2, blind stock. And when this card's opponent is reversed, pay 2, ditch 1, clock shoot. So this card does help you dig deeper into your deck with draws and does pay for half of its stock. Plus a 3k power boost is pretty nice, but the 6 or more stock is a bit tough to maintain because you're at level 3. You want to start popping off. The clock shoot is nice. Overall, it's a pretty normal card. Futsu. Lastly, we have Karamatsu, who you could say that I'm kind of a fan of. It's kind of hot in the sweater. Hold up. There you go. That's much better. If the total level of this card and the card in front of it is 6 or more, this card gains 2k. Okay, before we go any further, this means that you add the level of this card plus the card in front of it. If the sum total between the 2 cards is 6 or more, this gains 6k. Okay, that's just an extra step in saying if there's a level 3 in front of this card. On play from hand, choose an opponent's character in the front row and you give that character minus 4k5 and climax combo. Yes, that's right, this bad boy has a climax combo. On attack, if you have Hedgehog's Dilemma, you could place the top card of your clock to your stock. The climax is a 1k1 and a gold bar when triggered. I mean, it isn't a finisher, but it's in the theme with the character. Super cool and grandiose when it comes in play, but then just like, it doesn't do anything. The minus 4k5 is insane. And with the power boost this can have, there's a very good chance that you're going to be above whatever's going to be in front of this card. The Climax combo, kind of lame, it's kind of tacky too, but the other two effects kind of make up for it. So this deck, you need to turbo the brothers into your hand. Now let's look at what else can interact with these cards so you can get them a whole lot quicker. Just a quick disclaimer, this set only contains green, red, and yellow. Now the yellow cards specifically interact with only yellow cards. They are color restricted. Except for one. The girl that Juichi Matsu likes is when it is reversed in battle, you can pay 1, ditch a card, send this to memory. Search your deck for a Juichi Matsu character. Ideally, you want to grab the 3-2. Alternatively, you can grab this one as well. Now, if you could grab the event, that would be great, but you can't. So don't even think about it. You might as well talk about this one too. Gains 1k if you have the last card in your memory, and memory, Climax combo. On attack, if you have Juichi Matsu in love and the last card in your memory, salvage a Matsu, and this card gains 1k. So before we go to the booster box, let's talk about some cards in the trial deck that could help turbo your Matsu characters. Oldest son of Matsuno Osomatsu is a drop search for Matsu characters. Idiot of Miracles Otsumatsu gains 1k if you have 2 or more other Matsu characters, and on play, draw 2, ditch 1. Fourth son of Matsuo Ichimatsu is on play, pay 2, salvage a Matsu character. Lastly, we have Everybody Shii Matsuno Brothers, gains 500 for each other Matsu character, and on play, if your opponent also has a copy of this card, both players say Shii, and if you both do, both players search a Matsu character. Remember earlier when I said there's a card that won't make sense unless I tell you the trial deck info? This is it. And now off to the booster pack cards. Favorite card Shioro Matsu gives 500 to the middle position, and pay 1, tap self, searching Brainstorm. Another Brainstorm is hidden inside Juichi Matsu. Rest this card and you give a Matsu 1k, and Brainstorm, pay 1, salvage a character, then you ditch a card. Favorite card Karamatsu is on play, ditch a card, top check 4, add a Matsu character, and you ditch the rest. Here's another Climax combo. Always Together Matsuno Brothers gains 500 multiplied by the amount of Matsu characters you have, and when you play a Climax, Legendary Sextuplets, you pay 1, search your deck for a Matsu character. The Climax is a green stock soul and 2 soul when triggered. Here's an event. Self-Awareness is a green 1/1 event that states search your deck for a Matsu character, then you gave a Matsu character 3k for the turn. Here's another event. Ichimatsu-sama, please cool these overheating boar-like bodies of ours. Do I need a comment on this name? I don't know. Salvage 2 characters and then you ditch 1. Some other notable cards that you can run can be this Chota Matsu Climax combo that gains 1k if you have 2 or more other Matsu characters, and on reverse, if you have this Climax, you can blind stock 2. The 2/2 early drop Karamatsu, which is the coolest card in the set, is pretty damn good as well. Handshake Ticket lets you stock charge and then it sends itself to the stock as well. And this guy, I don't care what he does, but just look at that face. Whoo boy, that was a big list of cards. So getting the pieces can be a bit tough, but it is doable if you play your cards right. No pun intended. You have plenty of cards that can search and salvage. There is one big problem though, and that's the actual event itself. You are only allowed 1. Just 1. There is no way to search this out or to salvage it. You are literally putting all of your fate in the heart of the cards, Yugi boy. Which makes sense because this is kind of like an Exodia combo. Yu-Gi-Oh analogies aside, in Weiss, you have cards flying everywhere. Your hand, your stock, your clock, your waiting room. Weiss Schwarz is the kind of game where cards do everything. They're your damage, they're your level, they're the way you could pay to use other cards. So is this combo doable? The odds are not in your favor, but never say never. If you can't get the combo going, or if you don't have the event in your hand, at least you have 3 decent level 3 finishers. And with that, is this combo good? No, not at all. Is it doable? Kind of. You just need to max out on your luck stats and you should be good. Is this the best optimal way to run Osomatsu? God, no. In the more optimal, like meta, correct way to build an Osomatsu deck, you are running some Sweets Matsus, but it isn't your main win condition. Is this interesting? Yes, because you cannot actually use this combo, and it is actually one of the only cards that states that you win the game. The other card is a joke card from the Milky Home set. So was this video pointless? Yes. Yes, it was. And with that, Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Weiss Schwarz news and content, and I will see y'all in the next one.